3v3 faction war. This is Calderis Refinery and Space Marines versus Chaos. Game 1. For the blue Space Marine team, we've got Dark Riku as an Apothecary support commander that fights in melee combat by default, begins with a targeted heal and a passive health regeneration aura. Alongside Yip is a Techmarine, starts off range combat, puts out some good damage, can also support with structures and repair. Wade into melee too, some Blood Ravens on show. Rounding off the blue Space Marine team, Ace of Swords as a force commander of regular offense, fights in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support with buffs. Some Lunar Wolves elite DLC scheme thing, recolored I think. Red Chaos team, first up zeetorq as a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive commander, lots of manipulation and control abilities with some powerful offense too. This is the Thousand Suns elite scheme, recolored. Alongside Nurland as a Chaos Lord, durable and destructive commander, walks through objects and cannot be suppressed on very good offense, disruption, and fights mainly in melee combat. You can check him out over at twitch.tv/Nurland for some streaming action. And rounding off the teams is the great Cornholio, playing a Plague Champion. Starts off range combat, damage over time bolter, can get melee weapons, some decent utility and support, can build turrets and repair, but is very slow. Up against Dark Riku on this west side, trying to force off the Plague Champion, and forced off he is. I wonder if anyone is going to get double heretics here. No sign of it right now, with the relatively recent reduction in the melee prowess of heretics. Wondering how much often we see double heretics popping out in 3v3s. Maybe if you're in a very isolated lane it'll be pretty good, but otherwise gonna get shot down and perhaps not do a whole lot, but we'll see. Heretics coming mid for Nurland to cap, and do we have a 2v2 fight over here? Yeah, I guess we do. So that Chaos have pushed through, and the Sorcerer of zeetorq is moving towards the power now, and it's fully genned up. They might lose one of them, but I don't think much more than that. Here comes some scouts. Any shotguns on the way or anything? Nope. He's got some more scouts on the way, Ace. We might see snipers, although double shotgun scouts can do some work for you perhaps. Not late game though. If it turns into a meat grinder in the mid, snipers will be much more useful there. Riku has pushed through. Not going to engage the generators though. He's going to engage the Chaos forces of Nurland, who needs to be careful. He's fighting 2v1. He's in a decent position. He's just waiting for his Chaos Lord before he tries to commit the heretics, and now they have found some scouts with a shotgun blast to the face and they run away, and it's just the Chaos Lord now. Oh, with some more havoc, so he can do some work here, and they did defend the power. That's the important thing, I think. The Techmarine of Yip over on this west side now, some shotgun scouts of his own. Shotguns all round, I guess. Does Ace have any? Nope, he has gone double snipers, and he's got them up pretty quickly too. Doing good damage to commanders these days. There's some Nurgly worship from Great Cornholio. Has gone double CSM into Havocs. No doubt, yes, we already see Assault Squad for Riku, so he's going to want to get the Plague Sword, or at least Aspiring Champion for the Heretics, to try and deal with those guys. But a Plague Sword is so freaking awesome. There's not a whole lot of reason not to get it if you see Assault Marines around. Get stuck in, do some damage, also give you more health these days. Some Raptors on the field for zeetorq, jumping on some scouts with sniper rifles. He's got two of them to deal with. Some more heretics might actually be good for zeetorq with double grenade launchers or something. Some Noise Marines for Nurland. So some varied tier 1s across the board, especially for the Space Marines. We see Yip with Devastators up straight after the Tactical Marines. Can try and support the mid and one of the sides maybe. Oh, the Plague Champion does have the Plague Sword, and Mucus Discharge is on the way, giving him that Breath of Nurgle. Did he get one of the ASM? I don't think so. Nope, they're still on 3 models. Here comes Nurland to support while he caps that point. Riku pretty much fighting 2 here. Needs to be careful. We do have a zombie Assault Marine, and there's the jump. Didn't actually get anything with it. Might get a hit or 2 on the Tactical Marines. Nope. Takes down the node though before it explodes for Nurgle and all that stuff. We've got Aspiring Champion Heretics for Nurland and tier 2 for Yip. That is a very quick tier 1 indeed. Other players not even thinking about it yet. Riku with some Devastators on the way, so he's going to 1-1-1 in perhaps not the order you usually see it. Usually see the Devastators pop up first. We've got double Raptors for zeetorq. I don't think that's going to work out very well for him. We'll see. Tempting to do against double double scout snipers, but with a force commander around, I mean, he's got the power sword, but if these guys cause any trouble, he can just get that thunderhammer up and just wreck them. And look at the damage those raptors took jumping in there. They need a lot of support if they're going to do any work. Nurland needs to get a bit closer to zeetorq over there, but they're trying to 2v1 Riku's side, and they are bashing gens. The node is going to go down, I think. One more burst from the Noise Marine Sonic Blossom. No, they back away. The Tactical Marines were coming in to force melee combat, so he wanted to get them out of there before they did, I guess. Kills a scout. Yeah, there's a scout zombie now. Going in on the Devastators. Don't think Riku's noticed. Now he has. There you are. 2v1 in this side. Pretty good. Bashed all the gens and are capping this VP. How quickly can they get up a Blood Crusher or two, maybe, to put some real pressure on, go after those gens hard, and shut down the very powerful Space Marine late game? 470 to 355 early on. Space Marines with the VP advantage. Doesn't mean a whole lot when you're not even tier 2 yet, though. Don't see anything from yipyip. Oh, he's got a plasma gun. And Signum. So, yeah, that's really bad news for the Raptors. Unless they try and time up. They're going to jump the Devastators, I guess. Nope, they jump the Tactical Marines and then the Devastators. And he's using the overcharge on the plasma gun and doing some serious damage. Now we can maybe put mark target on these guys and shoot them down. At least make them run away. There is the mark target. The Techmarine himself is forced to run away. And Raptors very lucky not to drop a model. Here comes some Heretics' support. And they get away without losing a model. Holy crap. He actually won that engagement there, zeetorq, by just staying in. Maybe a bit too long, but it worked out for him. Didn't drop a model. What's that? That's gone down. That's the Force Commander. Riku should be able to revive for some nice XP. That will get him to well into level 2. And he's going to retake his VP, and they need to retake that power. That power got completely decapped, which is pretty good. Cornholio is going to make a shrine mid. I'm not sure who he's asking. You'd expect a shrine from the Plague Champion, I suppose. 392 to 355 now. A single cap for the Chaos players, and they're trying to steal. No, they're still bashing it. It looks like zeetorq trying to steal it, but Nurland is not following orders, and he's shooting the generators here. Chaos don't always get along, it turns out. Plague Champion does not have an army yet. They're all pretty damn useful. Well, both of them are. He's only got 2, poor fellow. Grey Launcher Heretics with an aspiring champion. We got a Blood Crusher on the way for Cornholio. Yipyip going for the Librarian. That could do some real work against the Raptors in melee. This guy can hurt you. And also, of course, that Force Barrier is always pretty awesome. His eye's going to go shoot and get a volley off, but doesn't take out a model in retreat. Some good scout play so far from Aces. Keeping them moving. Got to get used to that shoot, move, shoot, move, shoot, move. Even when it doesn't look like you're in danger. Because you can become endangered so quickly in Dawn of War 2. You've got to keep them moving all the time. Havoc's doing their thing. Are we going to see them jumped? Maybe not with the Plague Champion around, but they are jumped. And the Blood Crusher is right there. Using his roar for some reason. I guess he wanted them off his Havocs really quickly. And they run away now as a full retreat from Riku. But he does have... He could get... In fact, he's going for a last cannon immediately. And he could get a missile launcher. He's going for a Librarian. That's going to make the Blood Crusher much easier to take down. Able to put Veil of Time on your Devastators with a las cannon. And here is yipyip's Librarian. Oh, shot out the smite, but kind of bugged out there. And didn't get the full smite off, which is a bit weird. Blastmaster doing some work for Nurland. I think he needs to come over to the east side a bit more fully when zeetorq gets ready. He's got one Raptor squad with the aspiring champion. What about the others? In fact, both of them have the aspiring champion. Now, can they do some work? What about the Sorcerer? He's got nothing. Cornholio pushing on this west side against Riku. Here's the last cannon. We'll see how the Blood Crusher does. For now, though, he can shoot down that shrine, I would think, from there. Yep, quite easily. No Veil of Time yet for the Librarian. Or Tome of Time is what the actual war gear is called, I believe. There's Drain Life from the Mantle of Hate. But the Force Commander wasn't thrown into the air because he has his shield up. Which is pretty annoying for the Chaos Lord, I'm sure. He's going in pretty gun-ho here, the Force Commander. Drawing the fire of the entire Chaos army of Nurland there. Allowing these scouts to do their thing. Oh wow, big chunks of health coming off that Chaos Lord. He's still level 1, this guy. There's a Dreadnought on the field for Ace. Needs some AV. Plague Marines are on the field for Nurland. Other than that, you do have Raptors with Power Fist who could go into melee, maybe to finish it off. They don't want to go toe-to-toe this guy though. Is a Plague Marine squad by itself gonna be enough to deal with the Dreadnought? They do have Havocs. Could get a Las Cannon up. Cornholio just dropped his Blood Crusher, no doubt, to the Las Cannon. And do these guys have a Melter Bomb? Yes, they do. So it's most likely a combination of those things. Librarian running into Suppressive Fire. Throws out his Smite though, and now Riku is free to roam towards this power. And look at the map now. Space Marines are really coming to force into early tier 2. Those Librarians, really good choices for yipyip and Dark Riku, and the muscle of the Dreadnought is making Chaos very uneasy in pushing. Chaos Lord reviving the Sorcerer there up to level 2. Plague Marines are not going to chase, turns out, and there's some repairs for the Dreadnought, so it's going to be okay for now. Force going to do some real work still with this Power Sword. Very scary for these Raptors. Takes out the Aspiring Champion there, in fact. Holy crap. That is value for your Power Sword right there. The Power Sword costs less than the leader it just took down. Cornholio now transitioning to the mid, which is smart. Chasing down the Devastators who are trying to bash power, I think. Is that what they were doing? Must have been. So you might see him go for the Fist, Cornholio, though that is a big chunk of resources to dump into it. The Fist is not cheap. None of them are really these days. Scout squad down to a single model there repairing. These guys bashing power rather than stealing it. I guess that is a thing. Yip asking if they should get a beacon up. Ace of Swords wants one, and I guess it will be around the central area if he does go for it. Tactical Marines here with a Sergeant and Plasma Gun, but the Chaos have taken a mid, and this guy's got a Blood Maul and he's not happy at all. Also, Demonic Facade, this is awesome. There's a Nurgle Shrine also, and is that Chosen Plague Marines I saw from Cornholio? Awesome. Love these guys. Uh-oh, here comes Riku though with a flank. Havoc's turning around. Nurgle worship on... No, he's not actually worshipping a shrine. He's just Nurgle worshipping. So it will be helping out this stuff. Assault Marines jumping in. Chosen Plague Marines going straight after them as you'd expect. The Plague Champion... Where's the Plague... Oh, he's gone down. I was going to say he should be going after the Tactical Marines. I think that's what he was trying to do. But he was shot down there. Chosen Plague Marines are actually in retreat. Did not want to mess with the Space Marines any longer. The Assault Marines, with the help of the Apothecary, staying in the fight pretty nicely. 327 to 280. And yeah, it's looking pretty shaky for the Chaos players right now. Space Marines have really powered through in tier 2 with some smart choices, and they took down the threat of the Blood Crusher very quickly. That came out 30 seconds earlier, would have been devastating, but there's the concede from the Chaos team, so the Space Marines take the first game here. Apothecary got to level 4, had Armor of Purity, his Storm Bolter, and improved medical equipment. We had the Techmarine at level 3. Plasma Gun, Signum, Force Commander did get the Thunderhammer up in the end. Artificer and Iron Halo, the Sorcerer, still level 1. Did have the Robes of Torment, and Chaos Lord level 2, very angry. Mantle of Hate, Blood Maul, Demonic Visage, the Plague Champion, as we saw with the Plague Sword, Mucus Discharge, but was down at the end. There is the game 1 then, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.